good morning, children. I'll be teaching you the second lesson known as kingdom classification. As you know, on earth we have nearly 1.5 lakh of organisms, and they are of different diversities. So to study them, we have to make it little easier. So scientists, they sat together to put them into groups. Now this grouping was done on the similarities and the difference. And so putting them into groups according to their similarities and differences is known as classification. So we define classification as the grouping together of living organism on the basis of similarities and their separation on the basis of differences is called classification. Now this classification purpose was that it made studying of animals and plants easier, and we could identify them easily and to know the relationship between the organism. Then the basic unit starting, the lowest category of classification was species. The species is the basic unit where you can make out the difference between different organisms. Like for example, you can see a cat and say that it's a cat, monkey, donkey, any other mammal, man. So these are species. So these are the lower categories, and so these are known as species, basically the name of animal or a plant. Like you can say a neem tree, a peepal tree, a banyan tree. So they are belonging to a lowest category of classification known as the species. So that is about classification. Now initially the scientists made two kingdoms, plantae kingdom and animal kingdom. But as they discovered different organisms, they could see that there were certain organisms like bacteria which had some properties of plant and some properties of animal. So they little got confused that where do they put them, in plant or in animal kingdom. And further there were many other organisms like these. So there was a scientist who studied about it, and the scientist's name was Whittaker in 1969. Then he proposed a 5-kingdom classification. Now this 5-kingdom classification was based on 3 points. First point was on cell structure. In the cell structure, the cell can either be prokaryotic or eukaryotic. Now prokaryotic cells have a nucleus, but they do not have a nucleus membrane. Eukaryotic cells have a nucleus, but it has a very distinct nuclear membrane. Then second was made on nutrition, mode of nutrition. Were they autotrophic or heterotrophic? Autotrophic are basically mostly plants which have green color called the chlorophyll, due to which they are able to make their own food in the process of photosynthesis. Heterotrophs are mostly animals which cannot make their own food and they depend on other organisms for their food. So that was second number. And third was body organization. Were they unicellular or multicellular? So on these 3 points, the 5-kingdom classification came up. The first was Monera, where a single cell prokaryotic organism came, like the bacteria. Second was Protista. It was again a single cell but eukaryotic. So in this came the protozoa, animals like amoeba, paramecium, euglena. So that was second class, Protista. Third was fungi. In this, the multicellular non-green plants like fungi, mushrooms and all, they came into fungi group. Then next was Plantae. They are multicellular, green in color and autotroph. That is, they were able to make their own food. So all the plants, the bigger plants, higher plants came into the kingdom Plantae, which is a very big kingdom. And last of all, the animal kingdom, which is of course very, very large kingdom. They are also multicellular, most of them, and they are all mostly heterotrophs. That is, they cannot make their own food. They depend on other organisms for their food. So we again revise it that there are 5 kingdoms now. Number 1 is Monera, number 2 is Protista, number 3 is Fungi, number 4 is Plantae, and number 5 is Animalia. So we have a chart drawn in the book which is giving that living organism have 5 classes, and then we can draw a flow chart for the 5 classes. So then they have given another chart where they've divided like prokaryotic Monera and eukaryotic unicellular or acellular, that is kingdom Protista. And in multicellular, then we have with the cell wall and then without the cell wall. That is, with the cell wall is plants, and with the cell wall, without the cell wall is animal. So this is just an introduction to the kingdom classification. So now in later chapter they have given the details of each class, that is which plants or which animals come under each class, and of course a little features about them, which we'll do later on in the next class. So thank you. Now question based on this part which I have explained, I'll be putting the questions at the end of the video, so you can do those questions in your FAIR file, and the diagrams or whatever I'll be putting in later on in this video only. Along with this video you can see them. Thank you so much.